Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 20 of my life as an empath. My name is Eli, and in this series, I'll be sharing my personal experiences living as an empath, a high sensitive person, and also an introvert. Today, I am out enjoying this beautiful Sunday morning. Uh, yeah, beautiful blue skies. It's gonna get really hot. As you can see, I'm already sweating. So I'm trying to take advantage of the 70s right now before we go into the 90s. But look at this view right behind me. This is a park near my house. Um, and that is the city of Boston over there. And let's go around here, and then I'm on top of a rock here. Yeah, it's really really nice, really beautiful. Anyways, today while I was walking and doing my meditation, my connection to the energy of the planet, energy of the trees, energy of everything that's around me, energy of the rocks. It's all made of energy, by the way, and it is true. I felt it. I feel it when you meditate and you connect. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful feeling. But anyways, while I was doing that and also like kind of going over things, uh, personal things, and something was coming up, and it was the trauma, right? And when I was thinking about this, about trauma, and I'm thinking about where I'm at right now. It's so interesting how in the past I I used to love the trauma, love being part of it in a way. It was you become so used to it, right? You become so used to of your past, of the bad things that happen, especially the horrible things, or the chaos and everything. You become obsessed with it, and then you use that obsession to carry it through your life, right? And when you meet people, yeah, I'm so and so, and this is what happened to me in the past, right? I did it many times, right? I used to say, yeah, I'm so and so, and one thing to know about me is my father was killed when I was 3.5, right? It was, so that's an example of the things that I used to do in the past, right? And so that meant that I was carrying all this trauma, all the horrible things that had happened to me. Um, I used to carry it. It was I used to identify with them. That was like my introduction of who I was. Um, and at this point in my life, it is so interesting and um, so weird that I did that, and so weird that a lot of us do that. Like, like we get so used to it, and let me tell you, I did it to the other, like, not too long, like I don't know, let's say like 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Gradually, as I started waking up, as I started thinking like, and reading and studying. Obviously, I did a lot of reading. I remember The Power Now by Eckhart Tolle, Judith Orloff. So I've been, um, Deepak Chopra. I mean, uh, uh, and a bunch of more. Guy Finley. I started reading, and I started learning, and I started studying, and man, things have been clicking, and they started clicking and clicking and clicking until I was like, why did I do that? Why do we do that? Why do we put ourselves in that position, in that place every single time? Why do we identify with the bad things that have happened to us? Why is it that we are obsessed with it, and we are obsessed of telling people about it? It is so weird. Now I say that, right? Back then I just did it, right? It was like a robot. Like, I became a robot, right? It was like a recording. Like, you just press play, and there it goes. When people call, and you say, please leave a message, and I'll get back to you. That was me. That's what I did. It's like, hey, like, please leave a message. My life, I have this trauma and that trauma, and this is what happened. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. you know and yeah, I'm making a joke out of it, but it's actually very important to realize what we do to ourselves, what we say to ourselves, how we treat ourselves. That makes a lot of difference, because the thing is that if we treat ourselves badly, if we treat ourselves, if we harass ourselves, if we talk shit to ourselves, this is what we are going to get from people because we do it to ourselves. So when we get into relationships or bad relationships and stuff, and that happens, we are okay with it because we get used to it. We're like, oh, okay, it's I do that to myself. So somebody is almost confirming that it's okay to do it. Let me tell you, folks, when you wake up, when you get there to that moment where you're like, wow, there's so much more out there, so much beauty, so much love, so much excitement, so much, look, goosebumps, so many times where you're gonna get goosebumps. You are going to love it. You're going to be, why and how did I miss this? And it's never too late, by the way. Never too late. Some people, get this when they're in their 20s. Some people get it when they're in their 70s. It doesn't matter when you get it, as long as you get it, because that's when you need it to notice it. That's when you need it to realize and accept it. It is so incredibly important that you take yourself out of your head. Take yourself out of your head. Stop getting in there. Stop, rationalizing things. Stop overthinking about stuff that happened already. Yesterday is gone. It's done. We're done. Like, there's no more yesterday. There's no more yesterday. It's not here, right? We have right now. So every time, catch yourself and be like, why am I going back to the past again? What does that matter now, today, in the power of now, right? Catch yourself and bring yourself. As soon as you catch yourself, you're going to bring yourself to the present moment, and you'll be like, oh, okay, this is beautiful right here, right? This is the now right here. I don't care what happened yesterday, even if I got frustrated or I got angry at somebody, or I fell down, climbing a rock or whatever, right? But that was yesterday. It's done. It's done. This is what makes us sick. What's making us sick so much is that we carry all this trauma, all this anger, all this drama, every day, and your body is reacting to all of it every second. It's going to react to it because it feels it, right? It affects your immune system. That's why we are getting so sick. That's why people are just, the anxiety of it, right? People walking out, young people are getting sick, Um, and not only that, but on top of that, the trauma will make you harm yourself a little bit more, right? By using drugs or alcohol, or overeating, or just being mean to others. Like, this is a beautiful journey, you all. Like, this is amazing, and it took me a while. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like, here preaching to a choir, or trying to preach, that I've known, this has been my life. No, this is my life now, but this hasn't been my life in the past. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that. I'm going to continue to enjoy this. Let me show you again. I'm going to continue to enjoy this. And I appreciate you so much for watching. And please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you next time. Bye.